Alright, let's see if we can actually catch up to present episodes without sacrificing quality. I'm doomed. So, this opens up with Twilight reading and expressing how bored she is after reading every single book there. Huh. Wonder how long that took. Hey, you know what time it is? Math time! Hey, I can't help it. It was one of my favorite subjects in high school and I got out doing calculus. Anyways, going to have to make a lot of assumptions here with these calculations, but bear with me. So from what I can gather from this image, there are about 40 to 50 books per shelf, and there are 12 shelves. Yes, I counted, and I do not envy the background artists who had to draw those. I won't bore you with the details, but there's at least 500 books there, and that's not even considering the possibility of a different shelf filled with books in that very room. Now, Twilight hasn't explicitly been shown to be a fast reader. If she is, well, then we can just safely assume she savors each word. The typical average reading speed is 200 to 250 words per minute, but we'll be generous and give her 300 words per minute. Most books have at least 250 words per page and have at least 100 pages, especially if most of the books are reference or encyclopedic. This is Twilight we're talking about. Assuming she didn't read any books twice, even with our generous assumptions, that's at least 694 hours of reading, or 29 straight days of reading. And since Twilight obviously has a life, we can only assume a maximum of 6 hours of reading in a day, which would take her a total of 115 days. The only way she could read all of these books is if her reading ability was superhuman. Well, she is a magical alicorn prodigy, so... maybe we can safely give her that as a factor. The world record holder for speed reading is Anne Jones with 4,700 words per minute with 67% comprehension. If we plug that into our little formula, that's about 44.4 hours. If we account for the maximum of 6 hours a day for reading, that would take about a week or so, give or take. Definitely a little more believable. Twilight's reading speed has to be this high in order for this moment to work. So yes, from this we can assume Twilight's reading speed must be at least 4,700 words per minute, likely even 5,000 words per minute. I know this sounds insane, in fact that's pretty much photographic memory, but it's the only thing that's actually possible. Well, maybe that's the reason she likes paperwork and responsibility. She likes keeping her mind occupied because it's constantly going at 1 billion miles an hour. And I know some people are going to suggest Haycart's method. Now, Twilight explicitly says that is a study method, not a reading method. There is a difference. Wait a minute, wasn't this an episode about Rarity and Applejack? Man, I get sidetracked. Blame math.
For the last time, nobody said there'd be math!
Anyways, yeah, they've been summoned to Manehattan by the map, which they've decided is the absolute authority of all authorities. Princess Twilight wants to come, but can't. Then again, if a magical tree gives you a box that destroys an ancient demon and creates a castle in the middle of town, it's probably not worth questioning, no matter how much of an eyesore the castle seems to be. Still, I don't know why Twilight isn't doing anything else. She doesn't have to stay in the castle, does she? Go bowling, talk to Zecora, write a book even. Any of those could be an episode in and of themselves. Anyways, Rarity is super excited to be in Manehattan, but Applejack's feeling a little out of her element.
Darling, are you all right?
Ponies move so fast here. Not at all like back home.
I feel you, Jackie. Cities make me super nervous. Friggin' one-way streets and traffic are so nerve-wracking. Anyways, Rarity gives away a free hat to someone she feels needs it, still showcasing that generosity. I love Rarity and Applejack's interactions here. Rarity's always got her head in the clouds and thinks outside the box. Applejack is more down-to-earth and simple. The setup lends itself to a lot of comedy. Applejack is the straight man and Rarity is the funny man. So they eventually find a very convenient flyer that directs them to the problem. They lampshade this pretty hard, actually.
I can't believe you found my flyer. Quite a coincidence, don't you think?
So Coco wants to get a community theater revitalized. That was originally created by a theater celebrity named Charity Kindheart. Huh, look at that. A rich celebrity spending their talents and money on something non-profit and doing something nice for little to no reward. That actually happens more often than you might think. I could wax philosophy about how everyone's always too busy to help others, but that's more Silverquill's job.
Ahem.
Hey, I mean that as a compliment.
Sorry, boyo. You hath invoked the name of Silverquill. You should know that with that come consequences.
Oh crap, what are you gonna do?
I tell you. But there are about 1 million things on my to-do list right now. Oh, who has the time?
Oh, well, that wasn't so...
Hey, think fast.
I'm guessing you put annoying me at the top of the list.
That's right, he can be taught. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Weirdo. So then Applejack goes to clean up the area, and she doesn't seem to mind that she's done a lot of manual labor while Rarity and Coco made dresses and found actors. You know, in any other show, that would have been a point of contention, but it's avoided here. Good job, writers. Good job. Anyways, the actors appear for the dress rehearsal, but decide not to dress for it. And then one of them almost dies because no one in the city thought maintenance or inspection of that area was important. And then we cut to the trio moping. Someone almost died. Just gonna gloss over that? No suing of things going on? Okay, fine, sure, whatevs. So they start moping and doping, which is delaying the inevitable. We as the audience know they're gonna figure it out. But the joy never really came from that. It always comes from the how they figured it out. And what is it? They just continue what they were doing. Applejack just finishes building the stage. I don't know what I expected. Then the play starts and people start coming.
Huh, that was easy.
The play appears to be a retelling of Charity Kindheart's establishment of the community theater. I like how the executive in the play rejected her, yet said her talents could be used better in a different area and uses a connection to help her out. That's a rare courtesy that more leaders should give. So the play turns out to be a success. I want to highlight something here because the writers did sneak in something profound. You don't really need to do something big to help others. Sometimes just a small kindness goes a long way. Not everyone can do something big, but a lot of people doing something small can make something big. I know this is a little sappy, but it is something I take too seriously.